so tenacious about what he does, but he has vision. You know, some people are leaders, and some people are just good doers. He's both. And I am thrilled that we have him in that position that we can count on, because he's going to make sure that these dollars are well spent, that he's going to locate the areas that he sees potential, and that's what he saw here. So we are really, really lucky to have him there, because as he said, he knew who to call and how to make this happen. And to be able to work with the community college. This man right here, Dr. Stewart, was at Lincoln Community College for how many years? 10 years. And I'd love to see his career grow. I was on the campus last night at a ball game at Co-Lin at Lincoln. And I actually got to do the coin toss. But when I went out there, I told the president, Jane Hewlin, I said, I don't want them to say that I'm the U.S. Senator. I want them to say that I'm a Lincoln Community College graduate. That's what I want them to say about me, because I so firmly believe in that system. And when you put two groups together like this, you have days like today. And to tell you, and this is a personal point of privilege, how much I think of this man, he just told me a story that is so really Stewart. He said for his birthday, he got 6 Bibles. And he couldn't figure out why he got 6, because he already had a Bible. And he was told it's because the lives you're going to save on campus. And this week, 6 people were saved, and he gave those Bibles to 6 people. You can't tell me God is not moving today. The number one priority is your salvation, no doubt. And to think we've got a man in that position and the way that God works. You know, I never saw myself as a U.S. Senator at all. When the governor first came to me, I thought, there is not enough big in you, Bill Bryant, for me to get on an airplane and go to Washington, D.C. every day. But he's pretty persistent, and it is so evident that God's plan may be different than ours, but to be submissive and to be in his will, we've got to step up when it's time to step up. I grew up in Lawrence County in Monticello, Mississippi. My dad retired as a Walmart truck driver. By the time I was 12 years old, I could change the oil literally in any 18-wheeler that pulled up, because we were in the trucking business and that was my job to do that. So that is obviously one of the main reasons I'm so excited about today. You know, to train young men and women on good jobs of what they can do. Some of the most successful people I know are diesel mechanics. And to think that we can take a building that was already here, we can transform that. Not only are we transforming a building, we're transforming lives. We're giving people opportunities. We're giving people in our community opportunities right here in Neshoba County and the surrounding counties, that they can go out and they can be productive, they can be successful, they can have families, they can raise families, and do what they love to do. I don't know how many diesel mechanics y'all know, but everyone that I know, they love what they do. It's kind of like farming. It's kind of like we are. It gets hot. It gets dirty. Nothing is any harder work. But we love what we do. We get out there and do it every day, even in this heat. But it is so worth my time to come here and be here, to know what the future holds, because the people behind me are the ones that see the need for this, and they can actually enhance those futures. So I surely hope to represent you very well in Washington, D.C. As I said, this is money well spent. I serve on some committees that I do have a vote in how we spend the money and the things that we fund, and that's the reason I'm here. That's the reason I'm there, of things just like today. You know, we have almost 3 million people in Mississippi. And to see them prosper, to see the economy of what it is right now, that is my job, to make sure that that continues to happen. There's a lot of other things involved in that, as we well know. And my time in the legislature, and I see these legislators here, I see Michael Ted back there, was just a great time for me. And Commissioner of Agriculture was so rewarding. But every step of the way, as I sit in the U.S. Capitol in one of those 100 slots out there as U.S. senators, I look back and I say, oh wow, I know why I'm here, and the path that led me here, God was just preparing me along the way. It's such an honor. People ask me all the time, what is the president really like? I say, what you see is what you get. We just voted on a budget before we left, and he was trying to get me on the telephone. And Scott, you think it's just crazy that the president's trying to call me. You know, I just have to pinch myself on occasions, and I land, and I was in the air trying to get to D.C., and the staff's calling and say, the president's trying to find you. He's looking for you. He's trying to call you. I said, get my luggage. I'll call him back. He has my cell phone number. Obviously, you know, I'm going to call the president. I change back. Before I could even get to the car, my phone's blowing up, and it's Cindy, and you know it's Donald J. Trump when you hear that. And, you know, he talks about the funding. He cares about Mississippi. And that's what it is, having the right people in the right places for the right things, that care, that want to see things progress, that want to fight the things we need to fight. But by gosh, we want to support the things that need to be supported. And, you know, the world's changed a whole lot. It really has. And, but to work with people like that and the other members of the Senate, even as warm as it is in here, it gives me chills to think that we have the opportunity to do some great things here in this state. So anytime, I want to see the first class that comes out here, because I want to follow that class. And, you know, those are the people that it's just so rewarding to think that this community did this, that these agencies did this, and for that, they're going to have a nice life. They're going to have a life that they enjoy. I'll never forget reading an article a few weeks ago, and I don't remember what publication it was in. It could have been on an airplane, it could have been anywhere. But I read an article about a gentleman who said he went to college, he got his MBA, his Master's in Business Administration, and he found this job and went to work. And the statement that stood out was, he said, I could not drink enough coffee to stay awake. He said, I was so bored in that job, I could not drink enough coffee to stay awake. He went back and he became a machinist, and he loves his job. He said, you know, I wake up at night now thinking, what can I do different in the morning that will make that work, that will make it fit, that will put it together? And you know, when you love what you do, you don't work a day. But the harder you work, the luckier you get. I learned that a long time ago, and I also learned that to have a friend, you got to be a friend. Thank you for having me today. This truly is so refreshing. This truly is a reason that I can get back on that airplane and go back. Because the people here in Mississippi are some of the finest I've ever met. I mean, I work in Washington, D.C. You can relate to what I am saying. These are normal people. When I come back, I say, it's so good to be home around normal people. Not everybody's out there is like Mississippians. Thank God for Mississippians. Thank God for these opportunities and for this great country that we do live in, that we have as many freedoms as we can possibly enjoy. I say opportunity doesn't go away. It just goes to somebody else. You're here today. You're capturing that opportunity. And I want to thank each and every one of you for what you're doing.